Welcome again to another edition of Access Central TV. I'm Andy Hersman. This is my show, my opinions, and hopefully I'll get some of your opinions also, because that's what the show's about. Opinions, facts, just free speech. Alright, if you want to participate, you can call me at 631-440-6012. and leave a message with your opinion, whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. And you can participate. I'll try to get all the phone calls on the air, providing there aren't too many. Okay, now the first thing I want to talk about today is healthcare. I find it interesting that a lot of people believe that universal healthcare is considered a bad thing. Well, I know there's 40 million people in the United States that don't have health care. I mean, they have health care if they go to an emergency room, I guess, but they can't afford it. They don't even have the money for insurance, and they are not insured. And that's what the problem is. Now, if we have the public option, which every civilized country in the free world has, except the United States, the public option is government run. And I hear so many different opinions about that. Where do I start? Well, for example, people say if it's government run, it won't be run correctly because the government can't do anything right. But it's funny how the government can get Social Security checks out on time, how they can deliver mail, how they can get a man on the moon, how they can pretty much, accomplish amazing things, yet we say they're incompetent. Okay. Another thing I hear is like people in Canada have to wait on long lines, and then they end up coming here for health care, which maybe might be true for certain operations, major surgery, whatever, but at least they can afford their health care. They can afford to come to the best doctors over here because they have insurance. And the thing is, we have lines too. Try going to an emergency room and being waited on instantly. It doesn't work that way. Everybody has to wait online. So there you go. I don't see the arguments here. The only problem I really have with health insurance companies are that they don't care about people. They care more about profits. Okay, that's what they're in business for, to make money. Now, nothing wrong with making money, capitalism, right? However, when money becomes more important than people, then there's a problem. And that's where the problem is, because if you have health insurance through wherever you work, and let's say you get so sick that you can't work anymore, you lose your job and you lose your health insurance. And then where are you? Stuck, right? And these big giant companies, they're there to make a profit, so they will deny paying out any kind of benefits to people whenever possible in order for them to make more money. That's their goal. Their goal isn't to make sure you're healthy. They don't care. So think about it. A government-run health system, it's not perfect, but if it works in so many other free countries, why can't it work here? And what cracks me up is people, they love to freak out and scream out, socialism, socialism, it's socialism. Well, first of all, I don't know if you remember back during the Cold War when there were two Germanys. One was communist and one was a free country, like ours. And guess what? Both of them had universal health care. So one was free, one was not. Universal health care had nothing to do with how free the people were there. Think about that one. And that's another thing that cracks me up. I mean, we were taught to think that capitalism is the opposite of communism, right? But now look at China. They're communists, and they still have lots of capitalism going on. So I guess it is possible to have free business and still have your civil rights taken away from you, as far as freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, those type of things. You can still have free business, but not have the other freedoms that are guaranteed in our Constitution. So I don't think capitalism is the opposite of communism. China, we coexist. Think about that also. Very interesting. All these so-called theories that we thought we knew aren't really true, are they? Just wanted to make those points. I don't know. Do you agree? 631-440-6012. I'd like to know what you think about that. Okay. Moving on. I wanted to show you something interesting. In Europe, most of the major networks over there, TV networks, they don't interrupt television shows. They'll play them all the way through without commercials. So how do you think they make money? Well, they do run some commercials, but they have blocks of maybe 15 or 20 minutes of commercials in a row. And you might say to yourself, well, who would sit down and watch that, right? But they did something very ingenious, which is they made these little tiny 2 to 5 second cartoons of these little guys. They're called Mainzelmännchen, which translates into people from Mainz. Mainz is the city in Germany where the the German TV network, is headquartered. So anyway, these little cartoons, they're very entertaining, and people would watch the commercials just to see these Mainzelmännchen, see what they would do in between the commercials. And I wanted to show you some clips of that, give you an idea what they're all about. So here they are. Okay, well, those were the Meitzel mention. I think it's very clever at the way they thought those little snippets out and animated them, and I find them pretty entertaining. And it does make the people in Europe do want to watch the commercials. So there you go. Something you might not have known of before. All right. Once again, my number is 631-440-6012 if you want to participate in the show. I did get one phone call. They didn't leave their name, but here it is.
Dude, get on with your life.
Okay, well, that was nice and short. I guess to the point, right? Well, all I can say to that is I'm glad that younger people are watching the show. However, I don't understand how someone that young is able to use the phone and talk to adults in that manner. Where are the parents? Don't they know that this is going on? I don't know. When I was that young, I was never allowed to use the phone unless I had permission. And to talk to any kind of adult in that manner was just unheard of. So, times have changed, huh? Okay. Moving on now. I wanted to talk about the metric system. Because the rest of the world uses the metric system. And I remember, I don't know, I think it was in second grade when I was young, the teacher started to teach us the metric system, and then suddenly they stopped again. So I understand this country, we really live with the system we have, even though it's complicated. I can't picture certain things, like, a football game has to be in yards, obviously. Measuring gasoline, we're so used to it in gallons, I could see that. But, it is possible for Americans to learn the metric system also. I mean, we do know what a liter of soda is now. Right? We know when someone's pregnant and they're dilated centimeters, we use centimeters, right? We know what that is. What else do we use? There's certain things that have come into our culture, like the 1 liter soda bottle, that shows that we can embrace the metric system also. And I think we should try more on doing that, just because it's an easier system, and also the fact that the rest of the world uses it. So, I'm not saying to get rid of our old system. I think, traditionally, we really can't as far as certain things. But, the metric system should also be part of the way we measure, especially in science, obviously. Okay, well, what do you think? 631-440-6012. Give me a call, leave a message, let me know. Okay, now I'd like to talk about the iPhone. I actually have an iPhone. I really, look at that, I'm such a geek, I have the Star Trek logo on it. Anyway, here's my iPhone. I love it. The problem is almost 200,000 apps for the iPhone. And I don't know, nobody has time to actually go through all of them and check them all out, So if you have any that you come across that you like, please let me know, and I'll try to mention it on the air. I'd like to mention one that's called Copal, and it's spelled Qopel, and here's a review of it.
Hey, this is Jared with the Daily App Show. We're going to look at Copal today. Now, this application is a fun game. It's kind of a block drop type of game, but it has a different twist to it. Of course, there are other block drop kind of puzzle type games out there, you know, Tetris and stuff, some of the ones that get, you know, a little bit of the highlight. But this app has a different twist. I'm going to just show you the game settings really quick. You can go and play different levels, increase your sound right here, turn it on and off. Let's go back to the menu. View your high scores, very simple there. Hit start game. So the object here is you get these colored boxes and you can move them around, hit the down arrow when you want to have them go all the way down faster. So the object here is to get 3 of these stacked, and you'll see that it takes 2 colors to complete 1 block. And then when I put a third one on top of it, it starts off in a lighter mode again until I put another block there. The object is to get 3 blocks, so of course it takes a total of 6 to make that happen. And then that block row disappears and you get points. So yes, there are 3 colors of blocks that are going to fall, but you can mix those. So let's get some mixing going on here. As soon as it stops giving me blues. Alright, so let's mix a blue and a red to get a purple. And if I want to make that happen again, I've got to mix another blue and a red. Let's make these reds, and let's make all of them solid here. Let's be consistent. I like being consistent. Alright, so now I've got a yellow there. And if I mix it with a red, I get an orange. So let's do another one of those. Alright, so we've got 2 oranges. Now we're making 3 oranges. That one disappears. And I get points. So I gotta remember what I've got going on in these rows, because I could have easily accidentally thrown a blue on top of that other blue when I was really trying to make purple. You'll notice that when you match colors, it seems to me that you get a lot more points when you are matching colors, as opposed to just you know, going with the solid colors, making blue bluer and making red more red. So obviously things start to progress, you move past to higher levels, things go faster, the game gets harder, and you want to keep as low as you possibly can on the level, because when you reach the top, game's over. So you're working for points here, you're working to get the highest score possible, and that's the object of the game. It is quite fun, quite addicting, because it does get mildly confusing when you forget what you've got going on with your colors, so you really need to focus on this game, as opposed to shapes, which I believe are a little bit easier, and stuff like that. So, alright, so far I seem to be doing pretty well, remembering what I've got going on here, which, those of you who know me, that's a battle in itself. So, definitely a fun game, a new challenge, which is exciting to me, with a lot of other apps out there not being very challenging, and of course being very similar to the next one. This one is one that sticks out and is different.
Okay, that's the game Copal. Like I said, if you have any other games or apps for your iPhone or iTouch that you think is worthy, let me know. 631-440-6012, and I'd pass it along on the air for other people to enjoy. Alright, what else is there? Oh, well, what else I'd like to do I guess I don't know if you noticed or not. Every show I like to play a song from an independent artist that hasn't been signed by a major label, because a lot of them are good, and they get overlooked. They're underrated. No one knows about them, and I think that's one of the reasons why public access is around, so you can see things that you normally wouldn't see on network TV. This artist is named Linda M, and you can reach her or see her website at lindam.org. O-R-G. Here's a song by her. Enjoy.
I look in the mirror, and who do I see? 'Cause since you've been gone, the change is so apparent in me. I've been lazy, acting crazy, and you said only I can change me. And now I'm starting to discover that I feel beautiful today. I crawled out of my hiding place. I feel beautiful today, and you can't take that away. So trust your instincts and be yourself. 'Cause I'm so tired of living life like I'm somebody else. And I got scars I can't erase. I don't have the perfect body, I don't need the pretty face, because I'm starting to discover that I feel beautiful today. I crawled out of my hiding place. I feel beautiful today, and you can't take that away. I feel beautiful today. I crawled out of my hiding place. I feel beautiful today, and you can't take that away. It's been 18 weeks or so now, but I can hold my own. 'Cause I feel beautiful today. I crawled out of my hiding place. I feel beautiful today, and you can't take that away. I feel beautiful today. I crawled out of my hiding place. I feel beautiful today, and you can't take that away. I feel beautiful. I feel beautiful. Whoa, I feel beautiful. You can't take that away.
Alrighty, that was a song by Linda M. What do you think about her? You might want to give me a call. Let me know, 631-440-6012. Or you can even contact her directly at lindam.org. Alright, show's almost over, but I want to say one more time that I hope you participate in the show. I want to thank you all for watching it. Tell me what's on your mind, whether it be silly or serious or whatever. There's certain things that people like to talk about. Sometimes certain things bother you and you want to get it off your chest and let the rest of the world know what you're thinking. Well, okay, I guess that's about it. Let me just quickly look through my notes before I go. I got a couple of quick things before I go. When I was a kid, the calendar used to start with Monday. It would go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. And then Saturday and Sunday would be the weekend. And then, I don't know when it started, but all of a sudden, Sunday became the first day of the month, and the calendars would go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I wanted to figure out why that happened, and I thought Sunday was part of the weekend, so why should Sunday start the week? What do you think about that one? 631-440-6012. And, do I have anything else silly like that? Oh yeah, one more. When I was a kid, the capital of China was Peking. I remember President Nixon went to Peking. And then all of a sudden now we call it Beijing. But I looked it up and some people still call it Peking. Matter of fact, I think the Chinese call it Peking. So what is it? Peking or Beijing? Or why is it changed? Or what's going on here? Can't figure that one out. So if you know, 631-440-6012. Give me a call. All right. I think that'll do it for now. Appreciate you watching the show. I will be back next week, 10 o'clock, as usual. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day.